Hi everyone, Quadian here. Chemistry with Quadian, it's our channel for chemistry students from all over the world. We will teach you every day about all of chemistry theory lessons. Subscribe our channel and press the bell button for daily lectures updates.
Assalamu alaikum. Today our topic of discussion is 18 electron rule. As the name suggests, we have to count the number of electrons in the organometallic compounds or complexes. As the organic compounds follow the octet or 8 valence electron, same the organometallic compound tend to follow the 18 electron rule. This is also known as the noble gas or effective atomic number rule because the metal in an 18 electron complex achieves the noble gas configuration. We know that everything in the universe wants to attain stability and we know that everything in the universe wants to attain stability, and we also know that the elements that are the noble gases are the most stable elements among the periodic table. So if a complex achieves the electronic configuration of noble gas, this complex will be stable. So all the elements want to achieve the configuration of noble gas. So 18 electron rule is equal to the number of outer shell electron on the central metal atom plus electron donated by the ligands. Methods to explain 18 electron rule. There are two models or methods that help us to calculate the electron in the organometallic compound. These two models or methods are ionic model and covalent model. First, we will discuss the covalent model of electron counting. In covalent model, the most important point that you have to remember is that metal is in zero oxidation state always. To show how to count valence electron by forming a covalent bond. You know that. What is covalent bond? Covalent bond is formed by the mutual sharing of electrons. The two atoms that form covalent bond mutually share their electrons. For example, consider the simplest molecule CH4. In methane, you know that carbon has 4 electrons in the outermost shell S2, P2, and hydrogen has 1 electron in the outermost shell. And there are 4 hydrogen, so 4 hydrogen will contribute 4 electrons. So the total valence electron are 8. The hydrocarbon or organic compound follow the 8 electron, or we can say octet rule, because in carbon there is only s and p orbital present. S orbital can accommodate 2 electrons, where p orbital consists of px, py and pz that can total accommodate 6 electrons. So 2p and 2s total can accommodate 8 electrons. So organic compounds mostly follow 8 electron rule. Whereas when we talk about transition metal consists of s, p and d orbital. S can accommodate 2 electron, p can accommodate 6 electron, and d consists of 5 orbitals that we have discussed in our previous lecture, that dxy, dyz, dzx, z square, dx square, y square. So total electron accommodated by all of these 3 orbitals s, p and d are 18. So transition metal consists of 18 electron rule. So organometallic compound mostly consists of transition metal. The transition metal from 3D, 4D and 5D series, so they follow 18 electron rule. Consider this complex of rhenium, in which rhenium is bonded to 9 hydrogen, ReH9 2 negative. Here, rhenium we know has electronic configuration of s2d5 that belong to 5D series. So total electron contributed by rhenium is 7, and each hydrogen contribute 1 electron. So 9 hydrogen contribute 9 electron. This plus 2 come from this 2 negative charge that is over on the overall complex. If it is 2 negative, while counting electron, we will add up this sign. The net ionic charge of 2 negative need to be considered along with the 9 ligands. The 2 electrons added for the 2 negative charge came from the counter anions. This 2 negative means that there should be 2 Na or some cations. Other anionic X ligand that also provide 1 electron to the metal on forming a covalent bond are CH3 negative, Cl negative, C6H5 negative. A neutral ligand such as ammonia, carbonyl, etc. contribute its lone pair and they will contribute 2 electron on binding. For example, consider this complex cobalt hexamine 3 positive charge is on the overall complex. As cobalt has electronic configuration of S2D7. So cobalt will contribute 9 electron, 6 ammonia. Ammonia is a neutral ligand. So 6 ammonia contribute total 12 electron. And this minus 3 come from this 3 positive charge that is on the complex. So 9 plus 12 minus 3 is equal to 18 electrons. So this complex will contain total of 18 electrons. Consider the other examples of vanadium. Vanadium hexacarbonyl. Now vanadium has electronic configuration of S2D3. So these 5 electrons are the outermost electron of vanadium and 6 carbonyl donate 12 electrons as carbonyl has lone pair and is a neutral ligand. So 12 plus 5, 17 electron, and this complex is paramagnetic as there is one unpaired electron in any of the orbital. Now consider the complex VCO6 negative. Same 5 electron from vanadium, 12 electron from carbonyl, and 1 electron comes from this charge on the complex. So there are total 18 electrons and this complex will be stable. Chromium CO6 has octahedral geometry and chromium. It has 6 electrons as to D4 electronic configuration and total outermost electrons are 6. And 6 carbonyl contribute 12 electrons. So there are total 18 electrons in CrCO6 complex. Consider this example, manganese, in which CO5 manganese bonded to manganese CO5. These 5 carbonyls are bonded to this manganese and these 5 are bonded to this manganese. All the carbonyl are terminal and there is one metal-metal bond. Now, manganese has electronic configuration of S2D5. So 7 electrons are present in the manganese, 5 carbonyl donated 10 electrons in total. These are 17 electrons. 1 electron came from this metal-metal bond. You know that this bond has 2 electrons. 1 electron come to this metal and the other come to this metal. So total this species contain 18 electron and this also contain 18 electron, and we say that this complex follow 18 electron rule. When there is a metal-metal bond, you have to consider that electron also. Now consider this example FeCO5. This complex has trigonal bipyramidal geometry. You are not concerned about the geometry. We have to count the electrons. Now Fe has electronic configuration of S2D6. So total 8 electrons from iron and 5 CO contribute 10 electrons. So total electron will be 18. Same is the case with nickel CO5. It also follow 18 electron rule. Nickel has S2D8 configuration. So total electron by nickel is 10 and 4 CO contribute 8 electrons. So 8 plus 10, 18. So all these carbonyl complexes follow 18 electron rule most. If a complex contains 17 or 19, that complex will not be stable. That complex will be reactive. If it contains 19 electron, it will tend to lose its electron. And if it contains 17 electron, it will tend to gain 1 electron to achieve the nearest noble gas configuration and become stable. Now consider the next model, that is ionic model. In ionic model, first we consider the ionic bond. Ionic bond is not formed by the mutual sharing, we all know. Ionic bond is formed when there is a complete transfer of electron from one species or from one metal to the other. Electropositive mostly donate its electron and electronegative accepts it. Now, the most important point that you have to remember in ionic model is that neutral ligand poses no problem because there are always 2 electron donor in both models, whether the model is ionic or covalent. But the MX type of bond are treated differently. In the ionic model, each MX is considered as arising from M positive and X negative ions. You have to know how to calculate the oxidation state, because in ionic model you have to first calculate the oxidation state of metal and then you can calculate the electron count. Consider this simple molecule CCl4. We will calculate its electron count both by ionic or by covalent. In covalent, we know that there are 4 outermost electrons in the carbon and 4 chloride ions give 4 electrons. So total electron will be 8. But when we consider the ionic model, we will assume that there is 4 positive oxidation state on carbon and 1 chloride is 1 negative, as there are 4. So 4 electron will be accepted by this chlorine. C4 positive mean all the 4 electrons of carbon is donated to chloride. So total contribution by carbon is 0, and from chlorine, as there are 4 it's outermost and 4 it is accepted by the carbon. So total electrons from chlorine will be 8. So overall total electrons will be 8. At the end, we will get the same result, whether we consider the ionic model or covalent model, but the method to calculate is different. Now consider the ligands that will donate electron in ionic or covalent model. The ligands like methyl, chloride, phenyl, H or eta-1 allyl, they will contribute 1 electron in the covalent model and 2 electron in the ionic model. While the lone pair donors like CO, NH3, PPH3, they will contribute 2 electrons both in the ionic and in the covalent model. Then came the pi bond donors C2H4. They also contribute 2 electrons in both model, ionic or covalent. Sigma bond donors H2 also give 2 electrons both in ionic and covalent models. Now eta-3 allyl complexes, eta-3 allyl ligands, they will give 3 electron in covalent but 4 electron in ionic model. Eta-4 will give 4 electron in ionic and covalent. The easiest way to remember is this, that the odd hepaticity ligands like eta-4, eta-5, eta-5 complexes is the odd hepaticity. The odd hepaticity ligands will give the same number of ligand as the hepaticity number in the covalent model and give +1 electron in the ionic model. Like eta-5 give 5 electron in covalent and 6 electron in ionic. But the even hepaticity complexes will give the same number of electron as the hepaticity number both in ionic and covalent. Then we talk about eta-7. Eta-7 is odd hepaticity, so it will give the 7 electron in covalent, but +1 means 8 electron in the ionic model. But when we talk about eta-8, it is even hepaticity, so it will give 8 electron both in ionic and covalent model. Hope so you will get this point. Now consider further these examples for your clear understanding. First example is FeCp2. Now, first calculate the electron by covalent model. We have said that in covalent model, the iron is in zero oxidation state. So iron in zero oxidation state has electronic configuration of S2E6. So total electron contributed by iron is now 8. And FeC5H5 is eta-5. So eta-5 in covalent model will give the same number of electron as the hepaticity number 5. So 1 C5H5 give 5, as there are 2 eta-5, so total they will give 10 electrons, and electron count in this complex will be 18. Now consider the ionic model. In ionic model, the iron is in 2 positive oxidation state, means that 2 electrons are lost from the s orbital. So total electrons donated by F2 positive will be 6, and we have said that odd hepaticity give the 1 plus electron number as its hepaticity number. Eta-5 has 5 hepaticity number, so it will give 6 electron. As there are 2 eta-5, so they will total give 12 electron, and electron count here will be 18. Consider the second example, nickel eta-3 allyl. Nickel here is in zero oxidation state in the covalent model. So nickel has electronic configuration of S2D8. The total electrons by nickel is 10, and eta-3 will give 3 electrons, as there are 2 eta-3, so they will give 6 electrons. So total electron count here will be 60. And in ionic model, the nickel is in 2 positive oxidation state. Nickel in 2 positive oxidation state contribute 8 electrons, and eta 3 is the odd hepaticity, so it will give +1 oxidation, +1 electron, sorry. So there are 2 eta 3, so the total will give 8 electrons in total. 1 will give 4, 2 will give 8 electrons, so total electron count here will be 60. Consider the example molybdenum eta 6 twice. As eta 6 is even hepaticity, so it will give the same number of electrons both in ionic and covalent model. Molybdenum in 0 oxidation state will give 6 electrons as it is S2D4. So 6 electron by molybdenum, and eta 6 will give 6 electron, 2 eta 6 are there, so 12 electron total. So total electron count here will be 18. And in ionic model, molybdenum is also in here is 0 oxidation state, same electron count will be there, 6 plus 12 is equal to 18. Consider the fourth example, TiCp2Cl2. Here we know that covalent model titanium in 0 oxidation state has electronic configuration of S2D2, so it will contribute 4 electrons. 2 Cl negative means they will give 2 electrons, and 2 eta 5 means total 10 electrons. So there will be 16 electrons in this complex. When we consider the ionic model tells that titanium is in 4 positive oxidation states, means all the 4 electrons have been removed. So total contribution from titanium will be 0. 2 chloride means 4 electron, and 2 eta 5 means total 12 electron. As in ionic model, odd hepaticity will give the +1 electron as their hepaticity number. Eta 5 means they will give 6 electrons, as there are 2 eta 5, so they will total give 12 electrons in total. Hope so you will solve this example by yourself. Let's try this, and you will get the 18 electron. At the end, you will know about the determination of metal-metal bond. How you can determine metal-metal bond? The formula to calculate this is 18 multiplied by n minus total number of electron divided by 2. N here is the number of metal atoms in the complex. Consider the first example in which we have Fe2CO9. First, you have to calculate the total valence electron in this complex. That total electron valence electron you can calculate is 8. What is this 8? 8 is the electronic configuration of iron. Iron is S2D6, so total outer electrons in iron are 8. 8 multiplied by 2, as there are 2 iron metals, plus 9. There are 9 carbonyl ligands, and each carbonyl donate 2 electrons, so 9 multiplied by 2. When you solve this term, the answer comes to be 34. Now, the number of metal-metal bond is equal to 18. 18 comes from this formula. Dot 2. 2 is the total number of metal atoms. Minus 34. 34 total valence electron that you have calculated above, divided by 2. The answer comes to be 1. So means that in between metal there is only one bond. Consider the second example, CO4 CO12. This CO is for metal, that is cobalt, and this is for carbonate. Here actually the O is large. Now first calculate the total valence electron. Total valence electron 9, because cobalt has S2 D7 electronic configuration. Total electron contributed by cobalt will be 9. 9 multiplied by 4. 4 means there are total 4 cobalt. 9 multiplied by 4 plus there are 12 carbonyl ligands, and each carbonyl donate 2 electrons. So total valence electron come to be 16. Now number of metal-metal bond is equal to 18. 18 come from the formula. Dot 4. 4 is the number of metal atoms. Minus 60 divided by 2 is equal to 6. There are 6 metal-metal bonds. Now hope so that you will calculate the electron in any of the complex by ionic or by covalent. At the end, the result will be the same, both by ionic and covalent. But you have to remember that in ionic model, you have to first calculate the oxidation state of metal, but in covalent, you will always consider that metal in the zero oxidation state. If you like this lecture, kindly like my page and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.